Hello friends, welcome to Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain my interview experience with Infosys for Selenium with Java and APM, and this interview is conducted for the role QA lead. I am going to explain detailed interview questions in this video. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. First question in the interview, which is common for all the interviews, that is, can you please explain about yourself and about your roles responsibilities in the previous project? This is one of the common question. You can explain your experience level and technology used in the previous projects and domains you worked on. Later, next question asked was about Selenium with Java. Question is, what is the use of static method in Java? Static method will be used whenever we want to run method directly from class. This is helpful whenever to save the memory, and whenever we want to run utility methods, we can run directly from classes. One example of the script is by defining the class demo and specify static for the method and calling directly demo.display. This is one of the example. This is the way we can use static methods. Even static variables we can call directly from class, and it will be mainly helpful to run utilities or helper methods so that we can directly access from the class. Hence we need not use this keyword, and memory allocated only once from the class level. So those are all the advantages of the static method in the Selenium and Java. And next question was how to connect to the database in Selenium and Java. We can connect to the database in Selenium and Java with JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Using JDBC, we can connect by importing the required packages such as Java SQL connection, Java SQL driver manager, and result state and statement. For connecting to the database, we can use connection and defining driver manager dot get connection and specifying the database connectivity from JDBC, and also provide the username and password of the database connection. Next is statement. We can connect using connection dot create statement. Connection we already specified with the name CON, so we are using CON dot create statement. Once statement is created, we can execute query from statement by providing the database query and store the values in a result state. When loop through the result state, we can print the result set values using get string, or even int values we can print with methods, relevant methods. So we are using a result set to print the values from the database, and we can close the connection. This is the way we can retrieve the records from the database. And I have asked with the question related to Excel later. So the question asked was how to write the data to Excel in Java. This will be helpful whenever we want to store the data in automation while the execution is going on, and I have explained it through Apache Py. Apache Py and JXL can be used to write the data to Excel. When you used Maven, we can use the dependencies to run our Apache Py by specifying the group ID and artifact ID and with the version. We can directly download relevant Py version, and we can use as part of the scripts. So we need to import required packages and methods from Apache Py. So we are using we are importing HSSF workbook, user model, all the related methods, and file output stream to write the values to the Excel file. and here it is specified with main, and we can run it with using attest annotation in Selenium and specify the method for write the data. So anything can be used to write. This is with main, it will be used in Java applications, and by using attest annotation we will run in Selenium projects. So, and we have to import attest annotation related packages in top. In this method we are going to create a workbook, which is new HSS workbook for XLS data, and later once workbook is defined, we can create the sheet using create sheet for the workbook, and we are going to create test data sheet, and later we are creating the row in the sheet using create row with 0 index. So this will create the first row, and for that row we are going to create a cell with 0 index and set the set value. We can also use for loop and create multiple rows easily. So like this, for int I equal to 0, if I want to create 10 rows, I less than 10, I plus plus, and provide the sheet dot create row. This will create first row, and we can create a cell and cell value here. We can add dynamic values in the set cell values. So username plus I. So this will create username 0, username 1, like that in different rows in different cells, so that instead of 0 we can specify I. So this will create different rows and different cells. Like this we can create dynamic data easily. So or else we can create, if it is a static values, we can create static rows and static data also. So that is as part of our requirement, and later we can write this data to testdata.xlsx using file output stream and using workbook.write into the file out, which is the Excel file output we are specified. We are writing our workbook to this testdata.xls with the statement workbook.write, and we are going to close file and we are going to close workbook. This will be useful to write the data in an Excel sheet. Next question asked about Selenium with APM, and he asked the question about how to execute Selenium with APM advanced scripts with Android and iOS. So whenever you use the Windows machines, we can run scripts only on Android with Android emulators or Android Studio. But if you want to run both Android and iOS, we can use third-party tools such as BrowserStack, Experitest. In this project I have explained about BrowserStack I used, and even I worked on Experitest. So in this project I have explained earlier about the application I used was with BrowserStack. So BrowserStack, with BrowserStack we can execute on APM scripts through Android and iOS. These devices are real devices, will be used for the execution from BrowserStack. And the execution flow from BrowserStack is that we have to provide the username and the access key of the account. So and also digit capabilities with the details such as device name, OS version and app browser. So next question asked about how to set the script to connect to the BrowserStack. For this question I have provided a script to connect to the browser stack using desired capabilities. Once you specify the desired capabilities such as browser name, device, and OS version and name, or such details using set capabilities, we can pass those capabilities using new remote driver in the driver definition, and we can pass these capabilities. We can pass these capabilities to execute our scripts so that we can connect to the browser. Since I worked on AI application using chatbot in earlier project, they asked a question about how chatbot messages will be validated with OpenAI. Since chatbot messages will be generated automatically through AI, we cannot validate each and every messages and each and every time easily. So we can use automation scripts and OpenAI API to validate this kind of chatbot messages. So for that we can capture the messages from the application using driver.find element, and later even we can use XPaths for this or IDs as specified in the chatbot application, and we can pass the content from the application to OpenAI API and get the relevant answer from OpenAI as yes or no. If yes, we can pass the script by asserting, or we can fail the script. So this is how we can validate ChatGPT or chatbot messages from application. These are all the questions asked from this interview. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. Thank you very much.